I've done the preliminary exterior inspection, so I'm standing about 15, 18 feet away, and this is the way the vehicle would present itself as looking fairly clean without seeing the blemishes just yet, right? So that way you have an idea of how nice of a vehicle you're looking for and how close or how far away somebody needs to be for it to look really nice. Okay, so about 15 to 18 feet. Coming in closer, I'm at about 7, and I can start seeing the paint or the hood. You can see where it's faded right there, and then some scratches there on the bumper. Okay, coming in a little closer, I'm around about 2 feet away now. So this is the way it presents itself up close. Here you can see where the paint is faded. I've already tried to uh, get it wet a little bit to see if it would bring back the shine. More than likely, it'll need to get painted to correct that. But let's get some paint meter readings. And what I'm doing here is I'm checking for hidden damage. This meter measures the paint to the thousandths of an inch. So that's 3.5 to 3 to 3, 4, 4, 4 thousandths of an inch. So those are good solid readings, but unfortunately, the sun is taking its toll on the hood, right? So that does stand out and it's pretty significant. Also look at the body lines on the left and the right side of the hood. What I'm checking for are any inconsistencies. If I do see some, then it raises red flags for me as far as has been impact damage, had been repainted, or a number of issues. So far, those look good. I still need to look at the photos when I do the photo analysis. But that'll be all in the final report. Here on the bumper, you can see the scuff marks here as well. Lenses are in decent shape. There's some cloudiness, but I've seen a lot worse. The grill's in good shape. Nothing broken there from what I can see. You can see some of the shatter stuff, but that's just from age and use. Okay. Looks like there might be a cover there missing. About to double check that. Right. Okay. Waiting for this truck to pass by here. Looking at the windshield, I don't see any obvious chips or cracks. Looks like it's in decent shape, but cosmetically, now we're looking at the windshield wiper arm, and you can see where the paint is faded and burnt from sun exposure. All right, let's get a view of the roof, and I still need to view this myself later on. And here, looking at the left front wheel, I don't see any obvious curb rash. Don't see any damage to the sidewall of the tires. It's a 255/55 R19 Michelin tire. Let me get in there and see if we get the brake pad. And later on, I'll comment on this as well, see how much that is remaining. And I always like to take a quick look at the wheel well area. Okay. There, I'm just checking for any hidden damage, or I shouldn't say hidden, any type of damage, if any. And also, while I'm down here, I like to look at the side panels. What I'm doing here is I'm checking for waviness, dings, or dents that you typically wouldn't see looking at the vehicle dead on. And this way, if it's minor, I can pick up on it and at least you know about it. Okay, and then moving on. So, look pretty straight. Grills look good. I see the outside mirrors usually get beat up. These ones look halfway decent. No, they look good. Just a little scuff mark there, but usually I see scrape marks all alongside there. Windows, don't see any damage there. So far, so good. Let's get some fender readings, 3.5, 3. So that's so far, so good. 4, 4.5. I can't read that. And 3.5. Here on the left front door handle area, this is real common. This from fingernails getting in there, scratching it, and here maybe keys flopping around has scratched that as well. Let me see if I can catch that with my fingernail. Yeah, so if I can feel it with my fingernail, it's too deep to polish out. So the only way you can correct that is by repainting it. You could probably color sand it and buff it. It would take about maybe 80% of it out, but to get it 100%, it would need to get painted again. Body lines look pretty good. All right. Just my luck, the sanitation truck is here, and it's hot outside, and it smells. Okay, so you have 3.5, 4, 3.5, 3.5. Solid readings again. Again, we're seeing some more scratches here. They were really careless. Either they have claws for nails or whatever be the case, but you can see right there, they really beat up the panel there. Let's get some readings on the quarter panel. 3.5, 3, 4.5, and 4. Great readings. Looking at the left rear tire, it's got mismatched tires, so it's something I'm not a big fan of. Fronts have Michelin, the rear have Goodyear. Okay, the treads look decent. I've already taken a look at the size 255/55 R19. I need to decode the DOT number. If I'm reading that correctly, that's 2003, which would make this tire way too old. Even though it has good tread on there, tire manufacturers recommend changing out the tires after 10 years because the rubber gets hard as they age. There's some curb rash here as well. And let's see if I can get a shot of the brake pad. And then a quick look at the wheel well area. All right. Moving on. Looking at the left rear bumper, again, we have some scuff marks here. And let's get a side view before I move on. And let's get a view from the back side. Down, looking up. Glass looks decent. And let's get a shot of the roof. All right. Third brake light, and I have to check the operation of the windshield wiper as well. Glass looks good. Tail lights, don't see any damage there. Again, just the slight scuff marks here on the tailgate. Let's get some readings. 3.5, 19, 21. So it looks like the tailgate's been painted. 2.5. Let's try that again. Three. Try it again. 3.5, 3, 3. Okay, so let's take that back. There's probably some debris there that was giving me the false readings. But it seems like I see like a little blemish right there. Okay, let's see here. The rest of it, just some scrape marks here. That would have to be painted again to get it 100%. And some more scuffing here. The view of the tailgate on this side here. Taillight lens looks good. Some more scratches here. This panel here, just a couple scratches. And another view of the roof line from this angle here. And let's take a look at the sides. Go nice and slow. Just working our way down. Okay, moving on. Right rear tire, it's the Goodyear, so it matches the left rear tire, so that's good at least. Okay, 255/55 R19. Again, that DOT, it looks like it's 2004, but again, I'll have to reconfirm that. Let's take a look at the brakes. Okay, and a shot of the wheel well area. Okay, right rear door. It's gonna be kind of difficult to see because it's a black car. I use a reflection more than anything, but it's dented here in this area. See, if you see in the picture, it might come out as rippling, and that's where the dent's at. And then there's a long one that runs along here as well. And then some scuff marks too. Push it back a little bit. I know I tried to take some still photos, but I don't think it came out very well. Again, here's a crease here on the door too, so it's something definitely happened here. Get some readings really quick. 4.5, 3, 4, 5. Outside mirror looks pretty good. Again, I'm standing about 10 feet now, and this is the way it would look. So as I get closer, I'd say around 5 feet is when I can start noticing the the dents on the right door, and the long one here along the side, and then the crease here at the door line. More scratches here. Outside mirror, I think I already mentioned, looks good. Let's get a view of the roof. And the windshield here on this side here. Don't see any obvious cracks or chips there, so that's good. And then I have to get a view of the dash while I'm here. I'm checking for cracks because this is what's exposed to the sun. Usually that's what takes a beating. And again, you can see where the paint is flawed right there. Right front tire, Michelin 255/55 R19s. I think I already took a look at the DOT number already. I'll have to decode that one. Okay, here's a shot of the brake pads, and I'll look at that again. And a quick view of the wheel well area. All right. I ran a quick diagnostic on the OBD. I am running out of time. The seller says he's got to get out of here in 15 minutes, so I need to capture as much as I can within that given short period of time. But this is what I'm finding here. I did see a fault light coming in for the suspension malfunction, so there's an issue there. I also tested the battery and that failed. So let's see here. So got some here for the all-terrain, and I'll just do a quick little scan here. Parking brake fault. There's a powertrain fault. Ride level fault. Steering angle sensor. Transmission control module fault. Vehicle dynamic control module. Audio front control module. Tire pressure monitor fault. Vehicle immobilizer fault. A light check fault. Parking aid control module. So there's a lot going on here, unfortunately. Let me touch on one here, that parking brake, powertrain. See if I can expand on that. Lost communication with vehicle immobilizer. Lost communication. Okay. So that one there doesn't say mechanical failure. Electrical. Powertrain module. Let's see what else here. Kind of caught my attention. Ride level. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. These are permanent faults. Pressure decrease, so exhaust valve, venting. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. So that's what the suspension. That's why we're getting that suspension fault. To take it, steering angle sensor. Okay, let me see transmission. That one's a important one. Lost communication. Okay. Let's see. Audio, not too concerned about that. Mobilizer. Okay, so I gotta move on.